channel. So I got a few products for my birthday, actually, Fenty Beauty products, and I just wanted to test them out. These little stackable eyeshadow palettes are so cool. So I have this one right here. This is called 8 Pastel Frost. And this is what the colors look like on the box, and this is what the box looks like, and this is what the colors are. They're really pretty. They're extremely pastel-y. They remind me of popsicles. And I think I'm gonna go in with this palette today. So that's palette number 1. And then the second one I got is like warm neutrals, but it's called 6 Smoky. And this is the packaging for this one. And this is what it looks like. That's the back, the names. And this is what the colors look like. So this is a really pretty basic day to night palette just to have in your little makeup kit for travel. This is really nice. And then the cool thing about these, they just flip together and you can just throw them in your purse, so you can open them up and use either side, which is a really neat idea. So you have your little party over here, and then you have your neutral daytime over here. So, like I said, I'm going to be using the colorful one today. And then I'm going to go in with my Hydro Grip Milk Primer. And then I actually got the little version of the translucent powder. My camera will focus. There it goes. And I got the color Cashew, which is like almost the same color as I am, but it's more translucent, so the color is not as pigmented as a pressed powder would be, or as like a foundation powder would be. And the packaging is so cute. Obviously the bigger version of this looks just like this, but the packaging on this is so cute. It's like a hexagon, and it's a nice size amount to be like a smaller mini version of it. And it even comes with its own little powder puff thing. It's so cute. I don't know if I'm going to be using this probably to like cut my crease, but this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to open this ahead of time just so I won't be struggling later. Alright, now I'm debating on what highlight I want to go with, but because I'm doing the colorful palette one, I think I'm going to make the highlight just a little bit more subtle and neutral. I don't want to look like a clown. But I have this one, Fenty Beauty. This is the full size one, and this is Trophy Wife. And everybody named Mama got this one, so you can't go wrong with Trophy Wife. It's an extremely beautiful color, and it's just like a really rich gold. It's like a treasure chest when you open it. Let me put the light on so you can really see it, because it's just so, there it goes. It's such a beautiful color. And the pigment on it is really nice. So this is what this one looks like. It's super pretty. And that's just one swipe, and it's like you can't go wrong with this one. This is beautiful. Okay, and then as like a little duo set, I never tried Fenty Beauty products. Like, this is the first little bundle situation. I got some of the stuff I got for my birthday, and some of the stuff I purchased on my own, but this is like a little set that I purchased on my own. This is the lip gloss. I tested it out when I first got it, and I will say this is extremely hydrating. I really love this one, and everybody, this is the kind of the go-to lip gloss. This is called Fussy, and it's just this little really peachy rosy color. It's really pretty. And then the little duo, this little, oops, this little compact one, the little chrome, the same shape as the other one, hexagon, and this is called How Many Carats. Now this one right here is, and it even has like a little mirror inside of it, which is pretty cool. And it's like a silvery reflective frost, and it feels like a satin sheet or something. Like, it's so smooth and buttery, and putting it on the skin, it's literally like diamonds. It's just the way it glistens. Let me put a light to it so you can really see it. So this is what it looks like. You can see the shimmers reflect on the light. It's so pretty. And then this is what it looks like on the hand, the one in the middle. So that's probably what I'm gonna go in with today. Alright. And then, just a side note, making a debut, well, a second debut on my channel, my lash line. So if you go to honeylovebeauty.com, you'll find crystal beaded headbands, crystal jeweled earrings, and then my lash line. And I'm also coming out with a lip gloss line. And the lip glosses are just basically, you can wear it by themselves, or you can wear it as a topper on any lipstick or lip liner. So these are what my lashes look like. This is the first collection. I have the collection 2 coming out soon as well, but I just wanted to really get these out there. And these lashes are so beautiful. I've changed my logo so many times, so don't feel confused when you see the brand the next collection. So this is the first collection by Honey Love Beauty, and you can see that. And then I'm just gonna name a couple of my favorites. This is Queen, and this is what this one looks like. And the band on all of these are extremely light. The lash is extremely soft, and it's 100% mink lash. And these are seductive. These are similar to the other ones, but they're a little bit smaller and spaced out, and then they flare out at the end. So those are seductive. And then my favorite one is Billion. These look kind of rough because I've already worn these about, I think, 2 times already. Again, this is Billion, and they're extremely large lashes, but they're extremely pretty. All right. So I haven't made up my mind yet as to which one I'm going to go in with, but I'm sure when it gets to that point I'll figure it out. But I just want to see if I have one in mind right now. I think I'm going to go in with Goddess or Gangsta. So this is Gangsta, and this is just a really beautiful lash. It's like a spiky kind of lash. It's really small in the tear duct area, and then it just begins to flare out from the middle to the end, and it's a really pretty fluffy lash. So that's Gangsta, and then this is Goddess. This one curls up pretty far, as if it had like an eyelash curler to it. It's really pretty, and it's full, but it's not like just the whole band full of hair just on one strip. It's really nicely constructed. So depending on how the look comes out, I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, but let's start with the skin first. So I like using this Thrive one because they're extremely creamy, and this is in the shade Nally, and it's like a dark chocolate brown color. So I'm going to take the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm going to put some in my hand. And it's really cold. It's almost like a cleanser almost. It feels really nice on the skin. So let's see how good it's gonna cover up my pores and little lines and stuff like that, fine lines. I'm putting it all over the skin. And it's like turning tacky, and not like tacky where it like feels weird or anything like that, which is good. That means the foundation is gonna adhere really nicely, and it's gonna go on smooth like butter. So that's that. And then I'm just gonna put a little extra around my nose and mouth area, because that's when I tend to crease. Okay, and then on top of that, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of my Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty, and just basically put it around my eye area, because when I start to bake, I don't want it to look super dry and matte. So I'm just putting that under the eye area and blending it. Okay. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. I always go to the e.l.f. because it's just a simple, easy product and it works. So I'm going to take a little bit of the e.l.f. mattifying putty primer. And just put it around the nose and the mouth area because that's the area where I have creasing and a little bit of sweating, more than usual, more than around the rest of my face. Like so, and then I'm just going to do the same thing for the other side. So I do my eyebrows first because usually my eyebrows take me the longest to do because they frame the face and they basically set the little situation for whatever makeup that you're gonna do. So you just want to make sure the brow is how you like it and it's set and it's not gonna be moving. So I'm just brushing up any extra products just so they won't look as harsh. I want that definition to be there, but I don't want it to look like I took a Sharpie and like went crazy on my brow. So I'm just brushing the product through. Now I'm going to take a flat angled brush and clean up my brows. I'm probably going to clean up my brows with a foundation or concealer I'm going to use under my eyes. So I'm just taking a regular angled brush, and then I'm going to take a foundation. So I'm going to take this Milani foundation and I'm going to just use it for the top brow. And then I'm going to take this lighter one. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I believe, and I'm just going to put that at the bottom. Okay, so just cleaning it up. Do the other side. Cool, and you don't want to make them like identical. It's fine if they're not identical. Just clean them up because I like that little arch at the end. My natural brow doesn't have that, so which is why I'm adding the brows. So just cleaning that up to get that crisp line right here. This is what we looking like. So I didn't do the eyeliner online. I didn't do the eyeliner on camera because it takes me forever today. But if you want a detailed tutorial on how to do that, just drop a comment in the comment section. But this is how it's looking. I really love the colors. These colors are super duper pretty, and that eyeliner just made a little bit of difference because I kind of looked like I was 12 with the colors all plastered. They would look pretty if I positioned them in a different way, like the crease and the, you know, traditional lid color, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something a little different because I have hooded eyes, so I just wanted to display all of the colors. And I almost used all the colors. I'm gonna use this gold one at the bottom of my waterline, I think, but I don't know. We shall see. So now I'm going to move on to the lashes, and I think I decided what lash I want to use. I think I'm going to go in with Gangsta, but let me just try it against the lash first. So these are my lashes again, and this is in style Gangstas. And if the camera will focus, you will see the style. There it goes. Okay, so this is the style Gangsta, which is on my website, honeylovebeauty.com. Be sure to check that out. I'll be listed in the description box below. And just want to give you a close-up of what they look like. That's what they look like. And they really flare and spiky and funky, and I just love them. So I'm gonna take that lash, and I'm gonna take my little applicator, and this is just a little applicator I got from Sephora for $14, and it's just shaped straight almost with a slight curve, just to make it easier to get up on the lash line. Oh yeah, I'm wearing these. Okay. Okay, so this is tacky now. So I'm going to take my tweezers, and I'm going to take a smaller mirror, and I'm going to point it down, and then I'm just going to tack on the lash. Make sure you get that inner corner. Okay, so I think I like this applicator a little bit more than the regular applicator. Yeah, because you're able to grab the center of the lash and really push it up in there. Yeah. Okay, so this is my lash in the style Gangsta, and this is just basically how it looks. So I'm gonna make sure you get an up close look of the lash. It's really, really beautiful and full on the ends. The middle, it starts to get sparse, and then towards the tear duct area it starts to get thinner, just for that little romantic eye look, and it really is paired well with the colors. So I'm gonna move on to the face now. Oh my goodness, I love these lashes, and I'm not just saying that because they're mine, but they really hug the natural curve of your eye from beginning to end. That they just fit out of the box. So I'm just really squeezing my lash and the natural, my natural lash and the falsie together. And as they dry, you just want to just push them up on the ends like so, so they won't like droop. You want them to be to the sky. Alright, and this is how the eye looks right now. So now we're gonna move on to the face. So I'm gonna actually color correct. I changed my mind. So I'm going to use my little color corrector wheel. I'm not going to go crazy, just I'm gonna go in with this orange, and this is by City Color Collection. And I'm gonna take my little fluffy brush. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take a flat foundation brush, and I'm gonna go into this orange color and just pack it under the eye area. Nothing too orange, because then it's going to transfer over to the foundation and make the foundation look crazy. So I'm just in the T-zone around my mouth, because around my mouth is just a little bit darker than the rest of my face. And then my little acne scarring contour situation, I'm going to cover that up as well. And just a little stuff on the forehead. Okay, so before I go in with my foundation, Glam Goth Beauty does this trick with the Fenty Beauty powder. She goes in with her orange color corrector, and then she goes in to set the color corrector so it doesn't move, obviously. So that's what I'm gonna do, just to try it and see how I like it. So we're not baking, we're not powdering the face, we're just dusting a light finish over the skin. So I'm gonna take this little small detailer brush. This is a highlighter brush, I think, but I use it for under the eye and things like this. So I'm just tapping it. Oh my god, this powder smells so good. And again, this is Fenty Beauty in the shade Cashew, and I'm just setting my corrector just a little bit, nothing ridiculous, because we don't want it to be cakey. So set it and just twirl off the excess. Okay, cool. Face is looking even already. So now I'm really going to move on to the next step, which is foundation. I'm actually going to go ahead and go in with my Milani concealer, 2-in-1 concealer, and I'm in shade tan. I usually go in with the Juvias Place Martini 550 and Portocana 435. I mix the two to get my perfect shade, because Portocana is a little bit, it's more my summer shade. So I'm going to do 2 pumps of that, and then I'm going to take my wet beauty blender, and just because it's quicker and it just gives you a better finish. And I just this is my go-to drugstore, because it's just, you can't go wrong with this one. So the undertones, the olive tones, the hues, the dark tones, the lighter tone, the discoloration, it really focuses on that. And then it's just like a really nice thick consistency, but it's not like cakey thick where it makes you look like you have on tons and tons of makeup on, which is really great. So you see how that settled in my skin? It's almost like a skin-like finish. It's really pretty. So I'm going to take the excess and just blend it down on the skin. Alright, I think we're good. I'm just going to go in half a pump, and I'm just going to go in my cheek areas. I'm going to go in and cream contour, and I'm going to contour with the Makeup Revolution Concealer Define in the shade C12 or C16. So I'm going to take some here, and I'm just going slightly above my ear, and then just lightly draw it around my chin. And just a little tiny bit on the sides of my forehead, not on the whole situation. Just going to lightly blend this in like so, and if I feel I need more as I go, then I'm just going to add a little more. You don't want to go crazy with contour, because you can't really reverse what you do, so just do a light hand and just blend it out. So that looks really nice. And it gives you like a little smooth little finish too when you use a stippling brush. So again, I'm just going all around the face with using what I put down and really carrying that dark contour underneath that chin area. Okay. Drag this down right in the middle, down the neck. Contour this side. And these colors, the concealers kind of dry down quick, so you might want to kind of work quickly with these. I think that's why people put it on a lot of products and then go in with a damp beauty sponge, because it's just a little bit probably simpler to work with. But I like using the stippling method, because you get to determine how defined you want your contour or how subtle and light you want it. And because with these lashes in this eye look, I think I'm going to go a little bit heavier with the contour just to really define and sculpt the face. So yeah, you see how that side is just a little bit more defined than this one. So I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit more, 2 dots. And then we're just going to again stipple it. Like so. And then you're gonna set this with the contour powder anyway, so don't go too crazy. So I'm just bringing this up. And I know it looks like it's coming down kind of far, but it's not. And I'll clean that up too with concealer. Oh yeah.
That's the thing.
That's cute. Okay, so I have my little beauty blender, so I'm just going to take that and use it to clean up that little situation. I'm gonna bake under there too, I think, but I just like diffusing that area with this first. Clean it up. Alright, so now I'm going to take my same little beauty sponge and I'm going to just use this, the edge part of it, and I'm just going to lightly dust that concealer over, and I'm going to take it and just drag it the sides of the nose, like so. And then I'm just going to vigorously diffuse this, because you don't want this to be too much. And like I said, I'm going to go in with the contour powder for this as well, just to bring in that nose. And I think I want to snatch the nose today, so I might go in a little bit more harder with these colors. Are just crazy pretty. Like, it's a lot of light reflecting, but I'm telling you, it's really pretty. Yeah, gorge. Okay, so next I'm gonna conceal my under eye, and I'm gonna go in with Juvia's Place concealer, actually, in Martinique. Then I'm gonna go in my beauty sponge, take a little bit of that, and it's a really pretty creamy thick consistency, so just put a dot there, all the places you want to highlight. So my chin, my nose, my under eye area, tiny bit on the forehead, and then just blend. And I want this under eye to be kind of pigmented, because I want those colors to really pop. So really work that in, and I'm taking it all the way up because I want that lifted eye. So I'm not going to diffuse it too much right here, because I want that light color really there to show up really light. You want to put that down, then diffuse the edges. So go in, and it's just so, like, it's just such a good product. And this is to be foundation, which is beautiful. Okay, so just blend out those edges, bring that up and around, and then flip to the other side where the contour was, and just finish diffusing it. Like so. Then we're gonna do the lip, just for that extra lift. We're gonna pinch the beauty blender and really contour that nose area, so when we put the powder down for the contour, it's already blended and the color will be that much more pigmented. So I'm just taking the sponge, really diffusing the forehead, the chin, and the corners of the mouth, like so. That's pretty. Okay. So diffuse that harsh edge right there. Alright, so you guys don't like my lashes? You seriously should go check them out. Like, pause this video and go check out Honey Love Beauty. Diffuse that under there. Okay. And it looks good. We look good. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and take my Fenty Beauty powder and Cashew on the cap, and I'm gonna just take some off of here, and we're gonna just set that eye area. And Cashew is not like a yellowy color, it's like a tan color almost. So it blends in the skin really nicely. But I'm just looking for that smoothing effect. So let's see what we have once we dust away. And this powder smells amazing. And it's finely milled. It's really finely milled. So yeah, it settled everything down, but my face is still highlighted. So now I'm just going to deposit some of that powder again and go around the mouth and just press it in the skin, go around the forehead, down the nose. It's cute. Alright, so now I'm going to take my little Juvias. Okay, now I'm going to take this little e.l.f. brush because it's a little bit more fluffier. And I'm going to take the Access powder we have here and just set everything else in place, just rather lightly. Oh my god, this powder smells amazing. Dust the forehead and then go in and dust off the Access powder. And I like to take a little bit of powder on my brows just to really set those, and then I go back later and just brush them out. Okay, so I could have got away with that lighter color. I forgot what it's called. I think nutmeg. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to take a lighter color and powder, which is the Banana Revolution one. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit and just bring back a little bit of light to the skin. Because everything is too much skin tone color. And I'm just dusting that on nose, T-zone area, and under the eye. Just a little bit. We don't want to be too powdery. Then I am going to take my spoolie and just get off any kind of excess powder off the brows. Alright. Alright, I'm going to take that brow pencil again and just define it a little bit more because we lost that pigment with the foundation and highlighting, I mean the powder and all that, so we're good. Okay. So just lift this brow up, this eyelash. Alright, so we're good with that. I'm just going to furthermore dust off the excess powder because we don't want too much powder on. Now we're gonna contour. And I really need to get a new contour powder because the ones I have are just played out. I've used them up. So I'm gonna take this NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat pressed powder, I believe. Foundation powder. Okay, so it's just a foundation powder. I'm gonna take my fluffy angled brush and just carry this in the crease just to bronze up the skin just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of color and depth to the skin. Dust on the jawline, the chin, underneath the nose, and I'm going to take another brush for the nose because we definitely need to contour the nose. Alright, dust access on the sides of the forehead and just blend that. That's pretty. Make sure we look at the mirror, clean it up. And I'm actually going to take my powder first, and I think I am going to just bake a little bit. And I'm actually going to take the Fenty one because I don't want that white cast underneath my contour, and I know translucent powder tends to do that, so I'll take this instead and cut my crease. Cut my contour just a little bit, nothing crazy. Okay. Subtle finish, but it's still there, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna take just a little bit. I have a little bit of product, and I'm just feathering that right there in the hollows. And you see how that already gave me a little bit more definition. And because I use that brown with that like plum color, it acts as a blush too, but I'm gonna go in with the blush anyway. I think I'm gonna do this orange one here. So same thing on the side, just go in and follow that powder we laid down. Don't go beyond that. Like so. And then I'm just taking the excess and dusting it on the sides of the forehead. Now I'm going to take my fluffy brush here. And then I'm going to go in with Madagascar and just really focus this on the nose. So I'm just really focusing this right here between that curve of my nose and the center of my brow. And just building that color up there and really focusing it on that brow area. And you see already how it's just like pinching together. So you want to knock off the excess powder and just begin to blend that so it's not too harsh. And then I'm going to go in with some more powder and just follow that line all the way down. And this is where this contour is really gonna come through. So take the excess and just diffuse it on the sides. Like so. And you see the nose is already looking a little slimmer. I don't want to change the shape, I just want to define it. So I'm just taking a little bit more right here and really focusing and chiseling that part of my nose. I'm not going to do a little button thing, just going to feather that right there and blend this out. Like so. Alright, cool. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to go over everything with this little powder brush when I put the powder down with, and then just take off the excess. And this doesn't leave that crazy looking white cast like the regular one do, which I like a lot. So just dusting off the excess. Then I'm going to take this orange color, which is called Morocco and Jezebel, and we're going to do our blush. Oops. So I'm not going to put it right on my cheeks. I'm going to take it right here and just the high points of my face and just really bring it up, because I don't want my cheeks to look like, I just want the sides, I just want it still to be sculpted. So I'm not going to put it right smack dab on the ball of the cheek, just putting it on the side and bringing it up almost into the hairline and almost into the concealer. So it just gives a pretty little subtle glow to the skin. Same thing on this side. Let's stipple it a little bit first and then go in and just really blend that color. Alright, then I take the brush that I use to disperse and to dust off the powder, and I'm just blending it so it doesn't look too harsh, because we already got a lot of color on the lid. So diffusing that, and then just go in one more time, like so. Alright, so I think we're good with that. Now for highlight, I think I'm going to go in with this diamond one. I don't know yet. Hold on, let me check. So this is Trophy Wife, and then this is How Many Carats. And How Many Carats is just, oh my gosh. So I'm trying to see, because that gold is going to clash with the gold I might put at the bottom. So I'm going to go with How Many Carats. And then I'm going to actually go back into the palette And I'm gonna take, I don't know if I wanna, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Take the colors I put down at the top and just do the same thing, mimic the bottom. So I'm gonna take that same little flat brush I have, and I'm just gonna follow what I've already put down, but I'm using the tip part of it, and I'm just mimicking what I did at the top. So a little bit of pink, a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue, this teal color, this green color, like so. And I'm going to just take a little bit of that gold and just use it as a highlight color in the tear dot area to blend with that green, just for that extra pop. Yeah, I like how that's looking. Alright, so purple, pink, blue, green, and just a small amount of that gold right in the tear duct. Cool. That's washing me out. Okay, so hopefully you see that. Oh. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna go in with carrots. How many carrots? So I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take this brush here. This is a Morphe 441 brush. And I'm gonna take that and just put it right here. I'm gonna go a little bit more hand with this one. And it's just so, it's such a beautiful color. It's like, it's not glittery, but it's not shimmery either, but it's just really, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really, really beautiful highlight. And I know you see that. I mean, that's just, wow. I'm going with my Ruby Roo by MAC. I think this is just really going to make everything kind of together. So I put the color on the center first, and then I just take the edge and just line the lips. I have the cherry liner for this one, but this is fine. Oh yeah, that's cute. Pretty, 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 pretty. Alright, so obviously I don't want to get the wand all sticky, I mean all red and stuff, so I'm going to take a little bit on my finger. Ouch. And then just oh my god, this blush smells good. It smells like mangoes and oh my god, it smells good. Okay. So, yeah. That's what we're looking like. This came out so pretty. It's pretty. Crystal earrings, and these are just like perfect for just special occasions, just to have in your purse and just pop these on. These are really my favorite. These are so pretty. You can find these at honeylovebeauty.com, and I think these are really pretty. Just gorgeous. honeylovebeauty.com. So yeah, they match the eyes and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with these. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment below, like, subscribe, share. Have a great day. Peace.